float, the inlet needles, and just replace everything. Putting it back together now. Got all the new gaskets already put in. Back together, rather than putting the bottom half of the carburetor together and the top together. We check our float to make sure our float is set at the right setting. The float's got to come no higher than this little bitty notch, I don't know if you can see it or not, on the float gauge. You set it flat down on the carburetor. The top of the float should just come even. Those little notches there, which this one here does, so which is good to go. We also measure the float drop. The float drop, the most that a float drop can be is 1 5/8 off. Now we measure it just like this here, even 2/8, 1 1/8, which is 1 3/8. Your center journal here. You do the same thing all over again. You do that for all three of your journals. I'm getting ready to put the power head together. I've got the head of the engine itself, and I'm putting the little pieces together. Putting a new temperature gauge in here, new temperature stuff, all brand new stuff. And gasket sealing compound on the gasket itself. What I'm doing now is I'm setting the torque on the screw on the screws here, and when you do it in increments of 3, the torque on these screws here is 216 inch-pounds. You would do it in increments of 3. As soon as you got the torque wrench will kind of like click. Once you hear that click, then you move in another to the next screw. You do a certain pattern on the screws so as you tighten them down evenly.
I got arrows that need to be done, but I don't remember.
This will be it. What is this? Yeah.
Check the film on it.
No, I didn't know.
Pushing the lockout lever on the safety latch, where when it's in neutral, you're able to full start the engine. When the engine is in gear, it locks down. The lockout lever that was on it was bent, so I needed to replace it. I didn't finish putting the new one on. Days before we can finish up the work on it. Some of the most difficult work we do on the boats here takes a lot of time and patience, but myself and Lance Corporal are trained pretty good to do almost anything on these boats. This is the most difficult operation you can train. First thing we're going to do is rip this out. We got to pull all of it. We got to pull all the material off the transom, and then we got to stuff it. We got to stuff it all out. Replace it with new material. Oh, don't bring him out. Damn, there's that, sir. then we scuff out a section of the boat here. We start gluing it all back together. This is Zodiac repair kit.